What's up, everybody? BlueGabe. You guys are getting ready to go on a spearfishing adventure with us like I've never been on in my life. But I gotta tell you something at the very beginning so the rest makes sense. I film YouTube full-time for a living. If you're new to the channel, I do catch, clean, and cooks and vlog videos all over the world doing all kinds of crazy things. And I film 99% of it with a GoPro. Recently though, GoPros have been horrible under the water. Starting with like the 10s, when you're doing underwater diving with the GoPros, they make this very loud popping noise, and you're gonna hear some of it in a minute. So I switched to DJI. This is GoPro, this is DJI. DJI under the water outperforms GoPro all day, every day, and there's no popping noise. Well, this morning when we were packing, I completely forgot to grab my DJI and I grabbed my GoPro. It sits on my head in an underwater case. I had them both in a case, but I forgot this one and brought this one. So when you see us get in the water, I have the GoPro on my head, not the DJI, and that's why you're gonna hear some popping sound. With no further ado, our guide Omar, he came from the mainland. We're out on an island called Magdalena Bay. He's got to come from about 30 miles away. He pulls up here, picks us up. So let's take it back to this morning and let the adventure begin. Just got out to where we're gonna get in and dive. Crystal decided to stay back at the house. She's gonna do some hiking and walk the beach and just explore. Aubrey and I are getting in to hopefully shoot something with our spear guns. Omar,
so,
we're ready.
Vamos, suerte.
It's super cold. I say it's cold all the time, but the water's actually like 62 degrees. We've got our 3 mil wetsuits on. Aubrey's got my 5 mil on. We're gonna get in and see what we can see. I'm gonna turn my GoPro on my head. Y'all will get to see what I see. Oh. So I need to jump on here and explain what's going on. Y'all obviously have seen I'm shooting grouper. I don't want Omar to come over in the boat though and spook the ones that are around me. So I'm sticking them on that lobster buoy. I'm running the rope through their gills and using the buoy to keep them afloat. Now you have to take into consideration, Omar has a family here and he's a commercial fisherman. And he asked us please, because they've been experiencing some hard times. The weather's not been great and they haven't had as many trips as normal. So the fish that we're shooting are gonna be for Omar's family and for him to sell them. But trust me when I say we're not even close to done. So y'all enjoy these next few clips.
No! It's on her leash. Facing forward. I like Costa. Where we first got in was like ranked.
We're going back.
Dude.
I chased a mucho grande.
Man, I was like, hammer time. Uno más grande. Over there. See? Oh, mucho bueno. Oh my goodness! This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Oh, God! He's breaking my hand. I just put another one in there to save size. When you see the footage of me killing that one,
That's a short enough. I could have shot a big old beautiful sheephead, but I was like, you know, Gabe's already shot a beautiful one. I put the hunt on that fish, man. Stoned him.
hey! Alright! Hey! I got the biggest one of the day, but he just broke my tip. He's right here somewhere. The cord to my tip is down to like a thread.
Okay.
This one's huge.
See.
Where's your flashlight at?
This freaking battery's dead.
He looked like a rock laying on the bottom. I look, I'm like, oh God. And he let me get down to him, and I just had to take that head-on shot. I'm gonna try to go pull him out now.
Rodeo, baby.
Can you believe that?
Broomtown rodeo.
Mucho grande. Woo! Oh, burritos.
Hey, you're a dang natural born killer. I thought I was doing well until I looked up and saw what you've been spearing. Ay, grande. Okay, that's a Broomtown, baby. Woo! I gotta go get your shaft. Hey, that's an incredible day.
I mean this with all honesty. Aubrey just got my shaft. Very few times in my life have I ever almost got emotional because of an experience. I don't even have words for what just went down in the last 2 hours. That was incredible. Whew. And to do it with my older brother, even better. That's the biggest grouper I've ever speared. When I shot him and he took off, I knew my tip from shooting all the other ones was barely hanging on the string that connects it to the shaft. I knew it was barely hanging on. So when I shot him, I didn't dare try to fight him. I just let him go, let him take a bunch of line out on my reel. And when he got to the rock, I thought he broke off right there. So I told Aubrey, come on, we got to do a little search grid for him, because once a grouper's wounded, he's going to try to rock up. Well, luckily for me, when I went down, there was my shaft and I knew he was in a hole. The bad thing is the hole had an exit hole, meaning if he breaks off my almost already broken tip, he's going to shoot out even deeper. Luckily, he did it. Me and Aubrey worked as a team, and that's the biggest grouper I think I've ever shot. With Omar, the best captain in Mag Bay, in my opinion, the nicest, most genuine guy.
That's the best morning of spearfishing for grouper snapper I've ever had in my life.
Aubrey, when I saw that big one, you were getting in, and I looked down, and I'm like, I ain't got time to even discuss what I'm looking at. I got to go down and make a perfect shot, but I already knew my tip was ready to break. I already knew it, so I'm like, I have to unicorn him and get my shaft into him. And when he come by me, I saw my shaft pull out, and I'm like, oh Lord, here, take it, just go as far as you want to go.
Whenever I went down and recovered the shaft, there was no tip. So the tip's in the fish somewhere.
Bro.
And where that one was, when we were messing around, when you went down, another like solid fish booked it back out the way your shaft was coming in that hole, like wide open.
I don't even have words. Like, I am 100% speechless. Wait till you see just how big this fish is.
Listen.
When I hold it up.
Listen, that was, if you would have told me leaving the house this morning was going to be like that, I'd be like, what, are you hallucinating? And the funny thing is, the first day we got here, we had the most epic day fishing. Hook and line, epic. And we spearfished, and you know, it was fine. And then the second day, amazing day, but we didn't spearfish, it wasn't right. It was like, you know what, today's the day, we're gonna go. Holy mackerel.
Crystal's gonna have a heart attack when she sees what's in the cooler.
Oh my goodness. It's, without a doubt, it's the best day of my life, snapper, grouper, spearfishing.
So we just got back to the lodge. Crystal's walking up. She's been down fishing the beach. She just wanted to relax this morning. She does not like cold water, and I don't blame her.
Crystal, in my whole life, it was the best morning of snapper, grouper, spearfishing in my whole life.
That's what I like to hear.
Watch this, watch this.
Oh my god. What in the heck?
Omar, ¿estás bien?
Yeah. Look at her face.
Look at that! Are you kidding me? He's as big as you are. Oh my gosh. What a day.
¿Qué dices?
Muy bien. Omar's guessing him about 60, 65 pounds, but he's gonna take him back to the mainland and weigh him on a big scale. They don't have one here this big. Omar fishes for a living. 6 months out of the year, he does trips like what we're on. The other 6 months out of the year, he dives for alimonies, clam, all kinds of stuff. And it's so hard to make a living out here. The best part about today, besides me shooting my biggest grouper ever, is Omar gets to take all these fish back and sell them and provide for his family. He's got 2 little kids, a wife, a mom. It's gonna go a long ways. I'm gonna pick him up one more time.
I can't.
My very first mucho grande broomtail.
Beat that, Gabe. You won't be able to for a long time.
Listen, I was happy. Let's see this one right here.
This is insane.
I was happy when I shot this broomtail. Was stoked. It was a long shot. I had to take what I could get. The last fish of the day was that big one. Very, very few times in my life have I ever been as grateful as I am right now. We fish with captains all over the world and they do an amazing job. This guy didn't know us nothing. He didn't know my YouTube channel. He didn't know who we were. He was just working. For that, I'm gonna give him all my Johnny jigs. And trust me, he put us on some vertical jig fishing.
He definitely.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him all my NLBNs, which you guys saw us catch so many fish, and this is what I caught that big giant Pacific sheep's head on. My pliers. So this is all for him, but wait, it gets better. This for you. Oh, thank you. We gotta have the bucket back. That's the mount bucket.
Necesito balde. Pues, let's go.
This is the very first spear gun I ever bought myself as an adult. This is my Rife spear gun. It's just like the one you saw me spear all those fish with, just a little bit smaller. That big gun is, you got to be really experienced, and they never use spear guns. But what I do have, and I could have shot almost all of them fish with this.
Yeah, of course.
I definitely could have shot all of them. So he's got 2 bands, and we're gonna keep spearing. We're gonna go spear some flounder, so I'm gonna give him the bands off my other gun when I leave. But this shaft is the same shaft as I shot them all, so he has 2 shafts. This is for you.
Thank you.
And this is for you.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Don't.
This is my mask, and Aubrey and Crystal will tell you, when you have a mask that's seasoned, like a seasoned pan, you don't part with it. I know he could use a good mask. The only problem, you see the mustache?
Okay.
It's come off for this.
Yeah.
My mask.
Yeah. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Gracias. Gracias.
No, you did it for us. You can't have this though. He can't have my last can. That dude right there just was so patient the whole trip. No matter what we wanted to do, he did it. Like, almost got emotional right then. But that guy was amazing. Be able to spend this trip with Crystal and my brother.
He made the difference. He truly made a big difference. He knew the area. He took us. He told us, you need to go here.
Running out, we were going to go to a spot that I know of, and I don't know anything about this place, but last time I was here, I found a couple grouper, and going out, he's like, you might want to try this spot, but he doesn't speak any English. Luckily, Aubrey can speak a little bit of Spanish. And when we got in, I didn't see much fish off the bat, but I saw a lot of fish, but not grouper, so I'm like, hey, this spot's pretty cool. Boy, it broke out quick. Grouper were starting to come from everywhere, so hopefully he appreciates that gun as much as I did, because when I bought that, I did not have much money, I can assure you. That was my gun. And I swore I'd never get rid of it, but what a way to get rid of it to a guy like him. So, time to go cook some fish. What do you think he's thinking right now?
He's thinking, those are some decent gringos.
We got uno más grouper for lunch, and it's a broomtail, so it's just like the big one, the exact same species, only a lot smaller. Adios, amigos. Until next time.
Hey, bye.
Before we leave, I'll take the bands off of my gun that I'm keeping, and I'll leave them here for him. So if he does break those bands, but I plan on coming back every year, he should get a year out of them. I don't know. Some of these guys are killers though. He might, Aubrey, he might break. There might not be any fish left now that he's got a good spear gun.
He might be like, bring more shafts.
Yeah. He'll be getting us on WhatsApp. 2 more shafts, please. We got so busy celebrating, we almost forgot to clean the fish. This might have been one of the first ones I speared. And I tried to get bigger each time I speared one.
I'd say you accomplished that.
Yeah. I wish I had a play table like this at home, right on the water. This is the most the wind's blown since we've been here.
Yeah. Oh, the big boat behind me, I don't know
Yes.
if you could see it, but it's a National Geographic exploration boat. So I assume they're on an expedition in exploring these islands, seeing the birds, seeing all the marine life. And I would say Gabriel and I conducted a legit world-class exploration of the underwater marine life this morning. In the video, I got some nice, here I'll hold that. I got some nice footage of angelfish. The orange Garibaldi fish are just beautiful. They're all over. Saw lots and lots of diversity. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning underwater. Incredible. And that 5 mil wetsuit is a game changer. It's at least 100% warmer than a 3 mil.
I wore it in California and it was like, it's too hot. I was really comfortable, and especially when I started seeing the fish.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I don't even think about the water right now.
The amount of fish there was incredible.
Nice little grouper cheek. I'm not gonna play the other half. We're gonna find a family here that likes to eat fish, which
I'll
sure.
go give it to that guy that we got the rope for the spear gun from.
Oh yeah. Yesterday we went on a mission to go find some rope. Aubrey brought a buoy for his gun and I didn't bring one for mine because I didn't think we needed it. Yesterday we went a long ways offshore in search of wahoo. So we went on a mission yesterday morning to go find some rope, and a cool guy right over here let us have some. I bought it from him just because I'm not gonna take anything from anybody. Out here, everything is prized because we're so far. I know I haven't talked about it in this video, but we're at Magdalena Bay with Mag Bay Sport Fishing Lodge. The mainland's about 30 miles out away. We're out on a little island. This is Magdalena Island. And the village only consists of about 100 people. And they're all commercial fishermen. They don't get to eat fish because when they catch it, they got to sell it. I'm gonna give them this one to eat. We'll go find somebody.
Yeah.
This piece right here though, is gonna feed me, Crystal, and Aubrey for the next day or so.
That's a good piece of fish.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the guy that gave us the rope is not home, so we think we found somebody else, a perfect culprit. Hola. You like? See? Be careful with this. Enjoy.
You like it?
Sí,
Good.
gracias.
Good.
Enjoy. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We love your island.
Isamar,
It's beautiful.
thank you.
She's got some kids. Gracias. That's a perfect family to give them to him. I saw a younger boy about my kid's age come out and leave a minute ago, and they got a daughter. They will be having grouper for dinner tonight. How do you think they'll cook it?
Probably just grill it.
Yeah? I don't know.
Maybe.
On this island, they don't, in my opinion, cook traditional Mexican style dishes. I'm sure they would love a good steak, much more than that fish.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get home and eat a ribeye. We're going to
Me
the
too.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh yes.
When we get home, because we've been in the Bahamas and in here, and I was camping before that.
Red meat.
I am taking about 3 days off when we get home, and I'm gonna go to Roadhouse and order me a 2-pound ribeye and just
That sounds
feast.
good.
What is this?
That's just for me and Aubrey.
This should,
Cilantro in it, baby.
I put it in your guacamole.
can you throw that outside, please? If you guys come here, this is one of the treats that you get. That's how far you are from the Pacific. I would say about 80 feet. You can lay right here on the couch, make emails because they have Starlink, or not make emails, do emails. Your brother can cook your food.
Hey, listen, if you bring me on spearfishing trips like that, I'll cook always. I'll always cook.
I know one thing, it looks and smells good. Man, that's good.
Hey, did anybody tell y'all that we just broke bad on the fish this morning? It was incredible.
I ain't gonna lie, my body's feeling it. We were swimming in a big circle, like 2 football fields, just around and around we go. When you're shooting big fish like that, it's a workout. I'm wearing heavy wetsuits. I had 18 pounds of weight around my waist. That's how much weight I had for that 3.5 mil wetsuit. So I'll show you the accommodations. Every bedroom's got 2 beds, really nice blankets, pillows, and they all have extra blankets and pillows and a fan. I love when we have fans. Nice shower. Our room's not dirty, but we've been here for 5 days.
Too.
Yeah. Crystal made me sleep in my own bed because these beds are small, which we could snuggle up in there, but I spread out when I sleep. So Crystal said, I get that bed. And there's our view. Everybody's got their own bath. TV, but we have not been watching any TV at all. That's Aubrey's room. I would say this place could comfortably hold 6, 8, I would say 10 people, comfortably.
We were able to watch the new BlueGabe episode last night.
Yeah, thanks to the Starlink. This place is definitely not roughing it, even though we are in the middle of absolute nowhere. All right, we got some fresh fried tortillas, some Bahamian sauce, which is mayonnaise, ketchup, and lime. Aubrey, why you ruin the good rice with adding that green stuff?
Listen, to each his own.
Tempura grouper and Crystal's homemade guac.
Lord, thank you for your goodness and mercy and grace. Lord, thank you for loving us and for your care. Thank you for a beautiful day offshore. All of the fish that we saw. Pray you bless Omar and his family. Lord, thank you for how good he was to us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
The Bahama sauce. Golly, that might be the best fish we've had yet.
Oh, man.
That's definitely what I need.
I tell you what else is hard to beat. If you've never fried your own tortillas like this, you just cut them up and fry them. You nailed it.
Thank you. We love guacamole.
It's all excellent.
Man, that's fresh. I'm telling you what, that right there is fit for a king. Every day here has been a different adventure and equally as awesome.